Okay, here we are. This is Winning 11 2015. This is Winning 11 2015 myClub, though. This is a free-to-play thing that was officially released in Japan. It's not out here in the West at the moment, at least. It probably will come here eventually, but this is specifically the myClub mode, which is basically like FIFA Ultimate Team. It's the exact same deal as FIFA Ultimate Team, or what used to be Master League Online. So this is me firing up for the first time. I've not messed about with this whatsoever. I have no idea what this is going to entail, but apparently Real are playing Sevilla in the UEFA Super Cup, so I guess I need to play through this match to get to the myClub bit of this, at which point, again, I don't know much about it, but I think it becomes a little bit more familiar at that point to those of us like myself who play a lot of FIFA. It becomes a lot of random card draws and trying to get the best possible players for your team. So I believe this should be fully in English, even though I did get this off the Japanese marketplace. If you want to try this out yourself, you can feel free to make a Japanese account and download it, and as long as you set the Japanese account as a primary account, you'll be able to play it on your console out of region. I'm not going to bother going through the process I had to go through. You can find that stuff online. So yeah, this will be a whole new experience. I apologise in advance if I'm terrible at this. I've played nothing at all this game. I've literally just finished downloading it all of about 10 or 15 or something minutes ago, so this could be a beautiful disaster. But whatever, it'll be a beautiful disaster that we'll enjoy together. Hey, where's the...
Play towards the right side.
Modric.
Both sides fiercely
I
contesting
guess
the ball.
it's a bit weird that it kind of loads you straight into putting this UEFA Super Cup match. Like, it's kind of refreshing in a way. Like, I wasn't spending ages in menus and stuff, but it's also kind of weird because there's no, there's no preamble to it. There's no explanation. It's just like, you know football, right? You know what you're doing. I haven't got throwing goal yet, but I'm willing to bet the buttons.
Not much going on in terms of taking risks, but it's still early days.
So, because fun fact, here's a little piece of trivia. I say fun, I'm really playing hard on this with the word fun here, but fact about the Japanese controls for the PS4 at least, the buttons are reversed, so whereas usually we would press X to continue through things and circle to go back, they press circle to kind of go to your next thing, and make sure that the buttons are reversed, and X to go back. Before I get around, I'm just going to swap that because that's going to bug me otherwise, and already I've done it, already I've hit the wrong button there, I've just proven my point. Can I set this to... Ah, it's still on circle. This is going to be a long screen, isn't it? Right, I would like to select type 2, so it's on FIFA controls. And now I want to hit X. Yeah, that's probably the weirdest part so far. I believe, I've not played the game, so I can't confirm this, but from what I read earlier, the menus are all in English, and everything else should be in English, so I shouldn't have any problems running into Japanese. But yeah, the buttons are going to mess me up. You know that's going to absolutely, like, that's going to leave me on the...
Couldn't have hit that any better. Any other time it would have sneaked in.
Try and remember as best I can. But I suppose if there is any Japanese, it's not a massive problem, because I'll do what I did when I was setting up my Japanese account to get this, which is just simply to use Google Translate. Of course, other translation software is available, but Google Translate's ability to take a picture and just translate what was on the screen was pretty invaluable earlier.
Surely.
Come on, Karim.
Good clearance there. Surely a goal. Bale.
Probably a little bit depressing that I haven't scored yet already, but
Here's Modric.
I'm feeling my way into the match. I'm getting there. Ooh, that's a good effort.
Long way off that.
Big Gav Bale. Well, we're going a little bit him potentially moving, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, I don't really know what to expect from this. I know it's free to play, so there'll be some kind of microtransactions. I don't know how Konami are doing this. I think it's sensible that they would make this free to play because if you think about it, they've got a lot of ground to make up. You know, FIFA are obviously finally the market leaders. Everyone knows this. This is not a surprise. So they've got ground to make up, and I think they've got less to lose by, you know, give away this element that they can monetize free to play, and you know, maybe they'll get people like me who will just play this game and, you know, probably not going to run out and buy it, but we'll play this mode at least, and then from there, you never know, they might win some converts. Because that's what they need to do. They need to really start winning hearts and minds.
Is there to intervene.
So it's not an easy market for them. They lost a lot of ground, and obviously EA been quietly doing their thing with FIFA. But I think that also is the other reason why they're really time, because EA kind of been fine, but they've also not really been rocking the boat significantly in quite a few years. It's just been very incremental and not very interesting. Changes that they've been making because they don't really have to, because you know, they already have the market share. I'm getting better though. I feel like there's been a definite improvement. Yeah, they already have the market share. They already have the audience. You know, we don't really need to push that boat out too much, really. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. As I say, this isn't out in Europe or America or anywhere else actually, outside of Japan yet. I think the implication is that it will end up eventually. Although the longer they leave it, it might be that it ends up for next season's game and not this season's game. But regardless, I think the implication is, unless it does terribly, that it will wind up there eventually. And I definitely think they could do well in that model. There's a lot of people, I think, who would maybe not run out and buy winning 11, but would certainly mess about with it.
You have to admire that control.
If you're going to make it freely available.
The whistle signals the end of the
I'm kind of hoping that the microtransaction is just for players or packs of players rather than market, and not for like Bejeweled Blitz style kind of game time. Because I think it would be a huge bummer if they were going to limit the amount of time you could actually spend playing matches of myClub, as they call it. I keep trying to call it Master League Online, and it's not Master League Online, it's myClub, to make that distinction. Because it is definitely a different mode. I learned a little bit about it as I was downloading this. I looked it up in the net and learned a bit about myClub and the changes they made, and it's definitely a different game from when I last played it, and it was Master League Online. That was probably a good few years ago. I mucked about with Master League Online in it. Actually, you know what? I actually had a lot of fun with it a little. You know, I understand it wasn't everyone's favourite mode, and there's still people who complained about it and complained about this. In fact, you know, you're never going to please everyone, but I actually quite liked it a little. I think it was a lot of fun.
Real Madrid have possession again.
And I think they balanced it fairly well, all being told.
Both players standing toe
but
to toe here.
I can see having fun with this outright. I'm hoping that there's no equivalent to the chemistry.
Surely you can't miss from here.
Oh yes, there we go.
It's in.
Yeah. Here's Real Madrid. James Rodriguez.
A first touch that is as good as that. You're on a winner. And it was all
that is actually a relief. I was beginning to think I'd never score.
Beautiful flow.
Oh, isn't that a yellow card falling into the crowd? Shouldn't that be a yellow card? I'm hoping it's not a yellow card because that'd be a bit harsh if it gives me a yellow card for something I'm not actually controlling, but good play by Benzema actually, there's a little sidestep, slide roll pass, moosh, pick it out. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm hoping it doesn't have the chemistry system from Ultimate Team. That's probably my biggest complaint about Ultimate Team, is that they give you this blank canvas to kind of be creative and come up with your own squad, and then limit, you know, what you can do with that squad. I mean, technically you can have anyone in it, but if you want to win matches consistently, you really need to stick with some kind of logical order. At least go with what I often try to do, which is some kind of hybrid, where you've got enough links to get your 100k and that you can maybe sneak a couple in there that maybe make less sense. So I'm kind of hoping that my club doesn't have that system in it, or doesn't have an equivalent to that system, because I prefer the idea of just go with, you know, whatever to be fully creative. You know, if you want to have a Serie A striker next to a Premier League striker, just do it. Oh, that a ripper from Benzema. Hopefully I can get Benzema on this team. That would be a pretty nice start, I must say. Not that I'm expecting I'll get anyone good in the length of this live stream anyway. I'm sure I'll end up with sweet nothing, but that's totally fine.
Nearly, but in football terms, nearly is nowhere.
I do apologise if I sound a bit quick in throats. Doing his best today, so I'm croaking a little bit through this video, but we'll persevere.
Real Madrid yet to make a substitution here.
Yeah, this is a thrilling Super Cup match. This is great football. I've not really had that many chances in the first half, and only in the second I've started taking a decent amount of chances as well. I suppose I might as well take this opportunity to just chat about the general gameplay before we get into the actual mode itself and find out what that is. And I kind of like the feeling of the game. I don't know, I came into this fully expecting to put up with it, but be like, oh, it's not FIFA though. And I don't know, it's not FIFA, but I'm not convinced it's a bad thing anymore. I feel like there's more, it's going to sound weird, but I feel like there's more space in the pitch. I feel like players are maybe finding space a bit more intelligently than they do in FIFA. FIFA, everything feels very compact. You know, defenders are very on the ball, they're very quick to react. It's difficult, I feel like, to break down in FIFA. I feel like it's maybe a little bit easier in 11 to just kind of, you know, find space, find plays, and make things happen. Oh,
they were so nearly punished for their mistake.
Rodriguez, I tell you what, he's been a real handful.
He did really well to force the mistake by pressure.
So I like that. I do like that feel about it.
He wasn't far from finding the net again.
I think what we're looking at here is just a very special talent. Someone who can decide the outcome of a match on his own.
Which I suppose is, you know, it's swings and roundabouts. It's good in that it's more realistic. It's bad in that it makes for a less entertaining game of virtual football. So I suppose it just depends what you're after. Which is kind of a weird thing to say, given that FIFA was always the realistic sim-based football game. I feel like it was always the go-to for, you know, people who wanted the purest representation of football. Whereas now I would say that FIFA, I feel like the concessions they made make sense for a video game, and I'm not bashing them in any way, because I do like FIFA, but I feel like they do make concessions that actually make it a bit of a less realistic interpretation of the sport.
Trouble looming, but he's able to cut it out.
Whereas this feels maybe a little bit more accurate, even if it maybe means that matches are kind of a little bit slower, a little bit less intense. I suppose it's personal preference will be what it comes down to. Either you want something that's very pick up and playable, and something that you will kind of be able to have a recognisably fun game of football in, which would be FIFA. Or if you want something that's maybe got more of a learning curve to it. I mean, it clearly does, because you've already seen just over the course of these 86-ish minutes, like, I've already kind of started to get a feel for it and improve somewhat. I'm struggling a bit more now, but most of that's just due to the fact that the players are not all knackered and have no energy bar, so no one's able to move fast on you know, brisk walk pace here. But I would definitely say that there's something to this. I don't know. I think it definitely takes more patience and it takes a bit of getting used to it. And I think you'd have to... Oh, come on. Posting. See if they go to equalise now, I'm going to be furious. Right, that's fine. There we go. First win in the bag. Right. Do I get to create my club now?
Yeah, and I think after that Salisbury second half goal, they did one.
So yeah, that's a match.
Protected their lead.
Nice. I'd like to go back to the top nine, you know, I don't really want to play that match again, thanks. Right, well they do say that second time is in fact the charm, so here we go. Second time's the charm for 1-11 myClub. I believe it is finished actually downloading this time. Yep, here we go. Set it to English. I have to re-choose my buttons. I'm going to put them back on as I did last time, FIFA buttons, because I'm not a crazy person, so I'm going to stick with the type of buttons that I know. Enable fave team setting. Sure, why not? I'll pick a favourite team. I'll make some poor choices that I can never take back later in the game. Absolutely. Let's go with English League. Who are the licensed teams? Man United. Yeah, I'll pass the Man United then. I'm going to go with Inter Milan. I've always liked Inter. They're not very good anymore, but I've always liked them in the past. So hopefully we're going to get into the actual myClub mode. Real Madrid and Sevilla European Super Cup match. Wow, that is a lot of special information. That is a lot of information. Special agent, national team stars. Okay, right, so that's kind of like your informs basically, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I agree to your terms and conditions. Obviously I'm going to do that. Let's try and connect to the server. Let's see if this works. I'm told in theory by the internet, I know, that this should in theory work. Yeah, I got 60 GP, so that's good. I assume that that's going to become relevant in a minute. That's probably my in-game currency, I guess. I don't know. Okay, and here we are. So we've got skills training, where you can muck about with kind of like the skill drills in FIFA, where you've got the arena, and then obviously my club itself. So let's jump into myClub, see what is going on in myClub. Okay, they're not download. This takes another like 30-minute download. Okay, so this is not. It's just updating the player stats. You can see, you know, Ronaldo's went up because he's in form, and Torres is in form. I can see who's out of form. Gerrard's not in form. Well, I suppose he's injured, isn't he? So that makes some sense. Gareth McCauley. Cool. So yeah, there's dynamic changing of player stats. I don't know if that will affect a player once you've got them in your team, or if that's just while you're collecting them. So myClub gives you the platform to build team your dreams. I don't know, my dreams are pretty messed up, so you gotta want to go down that road. Where's my other European teams? I want to see who they got the other teams. Bathyboard as well, Copenhagen, Munich, Leverkusen, I think I'm probably just going to stick with Inter. I don't actually know what picking Inter they're doing is actually just making that as my base. Okay, yeah, that's picking as my base, at which point I'm going to change that. I'm going to stick with... Sorry, I'm hitting X again because I keep forgetting this is technically on Japanese controls, so something to remember. I'm going to stick with EK United because that's what I call all of my fake teams in these modes, because that's where I'm from. I'm from EK, so EKU. And I hit the wrong button again, didn't I? Can I get national teams in this actually? That's the point. Knowing now that this is just picking my kind of base, I want to try and pick a good one. Okay, I'll just use, rather than enter, I'll go with the general logo, because I like the general logo. Or, well, you know what, I'll stick with enter, I don't know. I'm sure it won't make any difference, and I'll find out in about 5 minutes that this is probably stupid for me spending this time. This is really going well for me, this stream, I've got to say. This has been nothing but the best quality from TGR. Right, choose a manager for my team. No, what formation do I want to go with? I would probably prefer if I want to play 3 at the back, so I'm going to go with this dude, I think. He's French, apparently. Yeah, I'm going to go with him. He will do. Next, choose the players. The crux of the squad will be made up of the nationality you've just selected. Okay, so most of my team are going to come from one of these nationalities. Oh boy. What do I want? Obviously it's going to change like acquire players anyway, so... You know what, I'll go with England because I'll know English Premier League players best, probably. It won't give me necessarily the best players, but I'll be the most likely to recognise some of these players out of them. So let's pick my team's lineup. And that is done literally nothing that I recognise or know there, so that's good. Right, so my squad's registered and I'm good to go. So let's have a look at my squad and then we'll start playing matches and see if we can maybe even figure this out. Right, let's look at how it works. Yes, this is good. I like this. Walk me through it. Right. I must consult an agent to sign players. So have a look in my inbox and my first agent will have been sent to me. Okay. So it's a 3-star agent. So this will get me, I guess, a kind of average player. I'll get me an average European player. So let's try signing someone. So contract. And I'll have sign player through an agent. And I have this dude. So ideally I want silver, gold or black. That's what I want. Ask to open negotiations. Right, here we go. Okay, so this is going to cycle through this. I'm going to try and stop this and this is probably going to mess up for me. Oh boy, I'm feeling the pressure now. Oh, okay, there's actually a lead into it anyway, so I mean, trying to gauge that was a complete waste of time because it didn't make any difference. So I got Camisa. I am not familiar with him, so try sending multiple agents the job, give it a try. I don't have multiple agents, so I'll bear that in mind. Right, set up my matchday squad, let's see what I have just now. Each manager has 2 tactics, one for attack and one for defence. R1 and R2 switch team them during matches preset tactics. Okay, that's fine. There's my team instructions, so I can choose do I want to play short, link up play, do I? Okay, that's fine. Positioning a player who's a good tactical fit with the manager turns the heat map red. Right. Saying to link up better, like summer if they play for the same club. Oh, bugger. So after all that, they are going to do the stupid chemistry system from Ultimate Team. At least things will improve by consistently playing them together, so at least I suppose I don't have to worry too much about chemistry, but yeah, it looks like they've kind of implemented chemistry anyway. Team Spirit shows my chemistry, which is 55 just now. The Great the Red area on the heat map, the Great the Team Spirit. basic info for my players. Yeah, total cost is what limits the players that you can play. Excuse me. The number of matches and contracts. Yep, that's okay. No, I think I've got it. It's pretty much Ultimate Team. So I got 50 myClub coins, so that's good. So yeah, I'm gonna play the computer just now, which is probably good because I'm not sure that I'm ready to play a human being yet. Anyway, A, because I'm not used to the game, and B, because I have a terrible team. So I'll look at my game plan before we start. Is there anyone on the bench that really should pick the part? Not really. Okay, it's just auto-picked my best lineup. I keep forgetting X is back. That's gonna absolutely kill me. It really is. Here we go. This is my and EK United's first match. Playing in the San Siro because
here we have Inter against PES United. I'm John Champion, and today's co-commentator is Jim Beglin.
Hi John, it's brilliant to be here with this fantastic atmosphere.
Right,
I think we're in for a treat.
Pressure.
So, away we go.
There you got another 60 points for that match. Hopefully I get points for scoring. I mean, if I can score, because by James am I going to keep hitting the wrong buttons here. Sorry, this is getting terrible. Patient but well played. Oh god, Murphy! There you go, UK United's first goal. I think actually winning that.
When you produce a first touch as good as that, you're on a winner. It was all done with consummate ease. That's just lovely to watch. A beautiful flow.
So yeah, here we go, UK United's first goal. Whatever you, I was right here as it turned out, so boom. Just get the replay.
So we start again at
1-0. It gave me
some of the pressure, but they need to maintain their work rate.
I score a goal and apparently that's not worthy of any points whatsoever. Come on.
Trying to keep it in the face of strong.
So the only question is like, how do I choose to break it down? Do I get, you know, a couple of agents and spend them both and get one really big player, or do I take my chances and potentially get some rubbish players? But you know, try and bring more through.
2 goals to the good, and they're set fair.
It's all very tactical all of a sudden. I feel like you don't really have those problems as much in FIFA because you can either afford a certain pack of whatever quality you're looking at, be it bronze, silver, gold, or you can't. So I feel like you don't really have to think too much about things like, do I spend multiple agents to try and guarantee myself something at least better quality than I have just now, or do I just pull in whatever I can and hope that if I hit more players that I just, you know, through sheer force of attempts get something good? I don't know. I'm earning plenty of GP though, so I don't know how much stuff that costs, but hopefully it's not that much.
Cuts it out. To receive the ball, break
coming
from
into the end of
beyond.
the first half, yeah.
Off he goes.
Oh, come on. Totally won the ball there.
There goes the whistle.
So yeah, half time is computer 2-0. This is some lovely
lead, but not a decisive one. 2-0 the score.
Let's see what's going to occur in the second half.
So away we go then for the second half.
Come here, you ball.
Real pressure from the opposition there.
I thought I did win that there.
It's a good hit.
Well, that was a really awkward
The real conviction behind that shot. I mean, it was on target, it was fine. There wasn't a lot of conviction behind it. Yeah, I'm a little bit gutted, I must admit, to learn that there is totally an equivalent to the chemistry system from FIFA. It seems like it's more forgiving. Like, from what it was saying, it seemed like you can build up players to having full chemistry just by playing them enough. Like, if you keep them in the squad for long enough, they'll, like, over time they just build up their own chemistry. But the fact that it's once again like, here's a blank slate now, make sure that you be as uninspired as possible by making sure to pick players of the same nationality or league is a bit of a bummer. Because it means that I haven't been online this yet, but it means that, let's be honest, what's going to happen is as soon as I get to online matches, you're going to start coming up against people which is, here's my DPL team, or I've just made the Chelsea team. It's like, that's great, but if you want to play Chelsea, couldn't you just, you know, play the regular game and play FIFA as Chelsea? Like, I don't know who the people are that are coming to this mode to just, you know, recreate teams. They're not me for sure, but I know there's definitely people do that. Well, there you go, there's a goal conceded, that's not happened.
I think that defence there thought they were in good position.
Not really sure why I didn't jump that. I was probably hitting the wrong button. I'm not going to blame the game for that.
Didn't see him on. It's really
crafty
business, that.
I was hitting the button that makes sense on FIFA but does nothing in Winning 11.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed.
That said, on beginner, it's not exactly, you know, it's not exactly the hardest football you ever play. This isn't exactly the 1999 Champions League final up in here. Let's be honest. Pretty much walked directly down the middle of the park there. Good shot though, I mean, I'll take the finish, but yeah, harder difficulty we would not have got that chance.
They now lead by 2.
Well, I think that 2-goal cushion
because I'm getting GP for all this stuff, so
we've seen up to now. It also adds to the psychological divide between the two teams. It could make a big difference.
Barely shoved him. Ridiculous. Oh yes, this is a goal, Murphy.
Well struck.
Yeah.
There it is.
And Murphy's are like,
goal advantage, and that
I scored a goal.
How about that? He'll be taking the match ball home.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game.
More importantly, good on him because it gets me more GP, but good on him nonetheless.
They get us underway, now 3 goals
behind. Get one for intercepted. At this rate, the way that it gives you GP, either that stuff is really expensive or it's just like, hey, cough and earn GP.
Takes a shot.
Not a massive looking thing, at the end of the day, listen. I would appreciate if they have a payment model that can maybe theoretically incentivize you to pay, but also make sure that you're going to get plenty of points anyway. Like, that's, I mean, that's ideal, but obviously in truth, in a lot of cases, companies kind of screw that up because they tend to earn the side of, you know, you want your money, so they try and shortchange you a bit. They try and make sure that it's the best proposition for you. So it'll be interesting to see, because I'm not actually checked in the prices of things, but I'm going to go have a look now that we've come out of that match. So I got 3,000 GP in that match, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I got a 1-star scout, so that's cool as well. Probably not going to get me a good player, but that's fine. I got 5 stamina recoveries, so I got another 5 stamina recoveries. I got some more points, so yeah. So myClub coins. Okay, so myClub coins aren't the same as GP. So coins is what I use to get agents, and GP. What do I use GP for then? Okay, so I do use GP for agents also, I guess. Sign a top agent. Okay, so it's 10,000 for a top agent, or 250 coins. Well, you know what? I think it's go big or go home time. I'm gonna get a top agent. The question is, what position do I start with? I think I want to start with a striker. And I'm going to use some of my myClub coins. Here we go. Oh, black, black. Oh, okay, I'll take a gold. I will happily take a gold. What did I get? I got Charbonnier. That's not really what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. I got 50 of those coins back as well, because I got basically an in-game achievement for sending a top player, so that's fine. Daily bonus 5. Does that mean I got bonus 500 coins? No, okay. Kind of hoping it gave me another 500 coins, so I'd be like, I could try that again, but I get maybe a, let's see, less rubbish player this time. Nah, I'm being harsh. Charbonnier is actually pretty decent. How do I get into him though? I'm pressing the wrong buttons again, and that's what I'm looking for. So where is Charbonnier? Changes to the squad maybe? Do I have to? Yeah, I think I have to bring him into the squad. Yeah, so him and Camisa are not in the squad. Should I bother bringing Camisa in? Yes, I should. Okay, I'll do that in a second. So does Charbonnier play? Okay, he can, I guess, play either of these two. So I'll swap him for Roberts because he actually plays in that position. That gives him a little bit of heat there. I'll swap out Yao too, because it turns out he should have actually been the one that was playing up front anyway. Actually no, I'll leave a left back on my bench just because everyone needs one. And I'll swap that guy with Camisa. And I'll actually put that guy on the bench instead. So yeah, my team spirit is pretty low right now, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, I got a new player, I'll see if I can maybe do some more signing. I don't think I'm going to sign another top player. I can sign players on loan as well, that's interesting. So you can spend 10,000 or 250 to get, for example, Ronaldo on loan until 2nd, so that would be like 2 days. So that's an interesting idea. I could, you know, top my team up with loan players if I don't have enough. I could also hire a new manager, also like, okay, so yeah, there is real managers like Bento in there. But for the moment, no, I keep hitting the wrong button. For the moment though, let's go to my... that's not going to get me a good play. You know what, I'll leave him and I'll use him in combination with someone else in a minute. So let's play another match. Yes. Let's put me up against the computer again. So I'll play one more match against the computer and then I think maybe we'll try and sign another player and then we'll call this. I don't think this actually is a computer I'm playing as. I think this might have matched me up against a person because there was definitely Japanese characters in Dude's team name. His gamer tag something made it look like he was actually a person, so I'm not sure that I'm playing against a computer right now. Oh no, it is versus Com, okay.
So,
that must just be the Japanese from Milan.
John Champion here, and this,
because unsurprisingly I've never seen the team name AC Milan in Japanese, so I don't think that would shock anyone to learn that. To, you know, do 100 draws until they got some players they're happy with and then loan out the rest, you know. I feel like it's kind of the same in FIFA, but I could certainly see it being a little problem here, and I've already conceded. Apparently that came off me into my own net.
And to put the ball in your own net like that really could take the wind out of their sails.
Sorry, let's have a look at this again. Spin this forward quick then till we get to the right moment. I thought I'd either blocked the shot or that it missed me, but apparently I both blocked it and it still went in anyway. Yeah, it comes off his butt actually. Well, that's unfortunate. Needless to say.
Now seeking to get that ball in. Here's a shot.
Yeah, needless to say, you know, being so thoroughly
it's a 2-goal lead now.
Hooray for losing 2-0. So I only got 606 in that match because I didn't really do anything. But I did get a specialist scout, so that's good. So let's do one last scout before we call this a day. And then we'll wrap this bad boy up. So I'm going to try a multiple agent, sorry. So that doesn't really massively increase my chances whatsoever, really. Oh, that's a bummer. I was kind of hoping it would be a bigger increase than that, because that's quite low numbers. Do I take the risk on that, or do I wait and try and get another agent? I think I'll just take the shot for it. Let's go for it. YOLO, eh? Right. Come on, big money, no whammies. I'm probably not going to get anything useful here at all, to be honest, so let's see what we've got. Bronze, I guess that's better than nothing. Luis Gustavo? That's not the Luis Gustavo I'm thinking of, but I mean, he seems like he could actually be alright, so I'll play him either centre back or right back. So I want to add him to my squad, and he plays centre back, right back. So who else do I have that's that? It's pretty much that guy, Bo. So let's swap Gustavo and Bo. I have no other agents left. I should have another crack at a top agent. I could, you know. I could get a national team star. Ooh, that's tempting. I'm gonna do it. Let's blow all of my myClub coins in one go. Let's be honest, this is gonna go poorly for me anyway. Wait. I thought I had enough myClub coins. Oh, wait. Pay. Sorry, I was hitting the buy button. Turns out I'm an idiot. Never mind. I don't read things. Right. So this is basically the equivalent of an inform that you would get in an Ultimate Team. Let's see what I got. Come on, good player. Elgar Postiga, alright, I'll take it. He's alright, he's a good player, I'll take that. And I'll check out, let's see, Bun. I'll leave him probably. I'm not playing, oh no, I am playing actually wingers. But I'm still going to get rid of that guy anyway because he's not very good. Okay, so there you go, Elgar Postiga, that's something, right? That's better than nothing. I'll take that. So, I guess my two forward players are going to be Charbonnet and Postiga. And we'll throw in my very new now that's interesting. I'm getting basically no heat map off of Luis Gustavo. Maybe I need to look at changing manager then. Getting a better manager. Okay, so I can't actually get any of those ones with points anyway. You get sent to home. But yeah, then there's no way that shows me how he's gonna actually affect my players positively and negatively, because he could, as it turns out, he could drop players overall. Well, anyway, I'm going to keep messing about with this some more on my own time, and if there's demand for it, if people want, I'm happy to revisit this, and we'll see how EK United get on as time goes on. I'll try and play some divisional matches and do some online. I don't know what the quality of connection will be like. I don't know how many people are trying to play this in Europe like myself, but I'll see how I get on, obviously. If people want to revisit and see how the squad's doing, see how I'm getting on with it, and how the game is, then we'll maybe do that. Otherwise, this has been Winning 11 2015 myClub. It's available on the Japanese PlayStation Store, so you'll need a Japanese account if, like me, you want to play it, but it does seem like it is fully playable in Europe, if that's the road you want to go down for it. So, until next time, goodbye.